Across the Bay Area tonight, they were watching this debate very closely. Jose Martinez was with some of those voters at Manny's this evening.
The presidential debate is over, but another debate is happening here at Manny's in the Mission, where you can see Democrats and Republicans having a whole conversation about what they saw and how they feel after this debate. Mixed emotions were present at Manny's in the Mission, where dozens of people, both Republicans and Democrats, gathered to watch the debate.
I thought Donald Trump showed us exactly who he is, which is a monster. He bragged about killing Roe v. Wade. He bragged about denying abortions to women, lied about Joe Biden wanting to abort kids after they're born, which makes no sense whatsoever.
I've heard it all before, so there's nothing that I gleaned out of it that's worth hearing, except that I'm sorry to see that a lot of the stuff that's being said is really not true. It's really not true. And I do stuff that outside that I found that I know the facts, and the facts that they're talking about they're not true. And both of them are mistaken. Both of them, I can tell you that.
But earlier today, we talked to other Bay Area residents who seemed fed up with the division and chose not to watch the debate. One of those is Ruth Kaiser in the South Bay.
My birthday, and I refuse to watch that on my birthday.
Ruth says the political situation is just getting out of hand at this point. But what about a third option? It might be too late for that, she says.
Not at this stage. If we had another choice a year and a half ago or a year ago, but not now.
Bob shared the same feeling, also opting out of watching the debate.
I think it'll just be kind of a sideshow, mostly. I really don't want to hear what one of the candidates has to say. And I do wish we had a third candidate to choose from. It's unfortunate that we don't, but it's kind of where we're at in politics in this country right now, sadly enough.
He says he's worried about those people who are just making decisions because they don't want to see the other candidate win, but are not really paying attention to the race.
These two candidates we have are so polarized that some people may go to one only because they don't like the other one. And so therein lies the problem, that you really don't have a good choice. You're picking the lesser of two evils.
And Sherry echoed those feelings as well, expressing frustration with both candidates.
I'm too concerned about what a chaotic scene it's going to be, and both candidates are going to look terrible, and they already appear terrible in many different ways. So I don't want to watch it. I'll read about it afterwards. I'll get this news snippets afterwards.
What about options? She says,
yes, please. Yes.
How would that help?
It give me a choice. It give me a positive choice. I'd like that.
In San Francisco, the atmosphere was a little bit different. Some residents, like Theresa Passion, decided to watch the debate.
I'm happy with the format that they have, that they are able to turn off the mics. So that's reassuring. It's not going to look like a fiasco and just, a free-for-all, say what you want. There's going to be uniformity, and there's going to be structure. And I'm kind of glad there's not an audience, so that the candidates won't be feeding off the audience.
But she says she's also disappointed that this is the reality a country like the United States is facing.
I think it's a travesty. I don't know. We got here, I think, because of a lot of dragging people's names through the mud. There was a lot of viable candidates, and everybody was just being attacked. This political game now is becoming an attack on people's families, who their family is in name. So a lot of people are afraid to probably throw their hat in the race.
And as you can see, people are still having conversations here at Manny's and the Mission, reacting to what they saw on this debate and waiting for what's ahead on this election year.